Hey everyone, it's John Green here, but you can call me the Top 10 for today because we're diving into a bit of nostalgia as we explore the top 10 things that don't exist anymore from the 2010s. You know, the 2010s, that weird decade that feels both like yesterday and a lifetime ago. Yeah, that one. We're talking about the tech, the trends, the things we thought would last forever but are now just memories, or maybe just hazy recollections because it's hard to remember anything these days. Am I right? Let's get started. First up, we have Vine. Oh, Vine, you beautiful, chaotic mess of 6-second videos. Vine was where creativity met brevity, where you could become a viral sensation with a well-timed sneeze or a perfectly looped beat. Remember Roadwork Ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does. Or what about Look at All Those Chickens? Vine was a cultural phenomenon, launching the careers of people like Shawn Mendes and King Bach. It was a place for absurdist humour, incredible musicality, and a whole lot of stop-motion animation. But alas, all good things must come to an end. Twitter, in all its infinite wisdom, decided to shut down Vine in 2017, leaving a void in the hearts of teenagers and meme lovers everywhere. Rip Vine, you were too good for this world. Next up, we're taking a trip to the now extinct land of Blockbuster. Remember those blue and gold temples of entertainment, the smell of popcorn, the rows upon rows of VHS tapes, and later DVDs, the agonizing decision of what to rent for the weekend? Blockbuster was more than just a video rental store. It was a community hub, a place where you could spend hours browsing the aisles, debating the merits of Goodfellas versus The Godfather with your friends. But then came the rise of streaming services like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime Video. Suddenly we could watch whatever we wanted, whenever we wanted, without ever having to leave our couches. Blockbuster, once a giant in the entertainment industry, couldn't compete. The last Blockbuster store closed its doors in 2019, marking the end of an era. Remember Google Plus? No? Well, that's probably because it was Google's attempt to create a Facebook competitor, and it, well, didn't quite work out. Launched in 2011, Google Plus had a lot of potential. It boasted features like Circles, which allowed users to categorize their contacts, and Hangouts, which offered video chat and screen sharing. But Google Plus never quite caught on with the masses. Its interface was clunky, its features were confusing, and let's be honest, no one wanted another social network to keep up with. After years of struggling to gain traction, Google finally pulled the plug on Google Plus in 2019. It's a reminder that even tech giants like Google don't always get it right. Chapter 4: Windows Phone, the little operating system that couldn't. In the world of smartphones, it was a two-horse race, iOS and Android. But there was another contender, a plucky little operating system from Microsoft called Windows Phone. Windows Phone had a lot going for it. It had a sleek tile-based interface, tight integration with other Microsoft services, and a focus on productivity. But it also had some major drawbacks. Its App Store was severely lacking compared to iOS and Android, and it struggled to attract developers. Despite Microsoft's best efforts, Windows Phone never gained significant market share. It was officially discontinued in 2017, leaving Android and iOS to battle it out for smartphone supremacy. Chapter 5: Toys R Us, where imagination went to die. R.I.P. Geoffrey. For many of us, Toys R Us was more than just a store. It was a magical wonderland filled with toys, games, and endless possibilities. Who could forget the iconic jingle, "I don't want to grow up, I'm a Toys R Us kid"? But the once mighty toy retailer faced an uphill battle in the age of online shopping and changing consumer habits. Saddled with debt and facing fierce competition from Amazon and Walmart, Toys R Us filed for bankruptcy in 2017 and closed all of its US stores the following year. The demise of Toys R Us marked the end of an era for toy stores and left a hole in the hearts of many a childhood. Chapter 6: iPod Classic, the click wheel that changed music. Before there was the iPhone, there was the iPod. The iPod Classic, with its iconic click wheel and massive storage capacity, revolutionized the way we listened to music. It was a cultural phenomenon, a status symbol, and for many the soundtrack to their lives. But as smartphones became more powerful and ubiquitous, the iPod's star began to fade. Why carry around a separate device for music when your phone could do it all? Apple officially discontinued the iPod Classic in 2014, marking the end of an era for the iconic music player. Chapter 7. AIM, You've Got Nostalgia. In the early days of the internet, before Facebook and Instagram, there was AIM. AOL Instant Messenger was the way we stayed connected with friends and family. We spent countless hours crafting the perfect away messages, agonizing over whether to use LOL or haha, and waiting for that little door icon to bounce, signaling that our crush was online. But as social media platforms like Facebook and Twitter rose to prominence, AIM began to lose its luster. AOL officially shut down the service in 2017, marking the end of an era for instant messaging. Chapter 8. Yahoo Answers, Where Knowledge Went to Die and Be Hilariously Wrong. Yahoo Answers was the internet's go-to source for, well, answers. It was a place where you could ask any question, no matter how bizarre or mundane, and receive a response from a complete stranger. While not always accurate or even sensical, Yahoo Answers was a treasure trove of entertainment. It was a place where you could find everything from serious relationship advice to people asking if they could microwave a potato to charge their phone. But as other Q&A platforms emerged and misinformation became rampant, Yahoo Answers' reputation suffered. Yahoo finally shut down the service in 2021, much to the dismay of internet historians and lovers of the absurd. Chapter 9. MySpace, Tom remembers. Before there was Facebook, there was MySpace. Launched in 2003, MySpace was the first major social networking site to gain mainstream popularity. It was a place where you could create a personalized profile, connect with friends, share music and photos, and customize your page with glittery graphics and auto-playing music. But MySpace's reign as the king of social media was short-lived. Facebook, with its cleaner interface and focus on real-world connections, quickly surpassed MySpace in popularity. MySpace struggled to keep up with the evolving social media landscape and was eventually overshadowed by Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Chapter 10. Flappy Bird. The game that drove us all a little bit crazy. Flappy Bird, the infuriatingly addictive mobile game, took the world by storm in 2013. The premise was simple. Tap the screen to keep a pixelated bird aloft and navigate it through a series of pipes. But despite its simplicity, Flappy Bird was notoriously difficult to master. The game's difficulty, combined with its addictive nature, led to widespread frustration and countless broken phones. Flappy Bird's creator, Dong Nguyen, was overwhelmed by the game's unexpected success and the negative attention it received. In a surprising move, he pulled Flappy Bird from app stores in 2014, citing its addictive nature and the toll it was taking on his life. Outro, thanks for the memories, thanks for joining me on this trip down memory lane. It's amazing how quickly things can change in the digital age, isn't it? These 10 things may be gone from our lives, but they'll always hold a special place in our hearts and in the vast archives of the internet. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more nostalgic content. See you next time.